There we are. I think we're good. And the important thing is, I think we are unmuted. Always a good thing there. Isn't it? Greetings, everybody. BJ Waller with you here today. Another wonderful, if chilly, Monday afternoon here. April 9th? April 9th it is indeed, 2018. Yeah, a little bit chilly here on the East Coast. Don't know how it is for everybody out there. Hey, Caitlin, hello. I mean, New Gen can't stream. I do, but can't to knowledge stream on another channel without OBS. Oh, I see. Well, funny that you mentioned that. What we do here, I mean, if you have your own channel, I assume you can. Hey, Taz, how's it going? You can stream to your own Twitch. I have not tried streaming console because the newest gen console I have is. Well, actually, technically, I do have the Xbox 360, but only because I won that in a contest. Or sort of, no, I didn't even win it in a contest. I won it through participating in a video conference for a technical job at a business I worked at, tech company I worked at. Years ago, and it was a Microsoft video conference type thing, and so I, of course, being part of the tech industry, say, well, let me go see what Microsoft has to say, and because of that, I won an Xbox 360. So, but besides that, and the Wii, we have the original Wii. My console gaming really consists of the Super Nintendo system and the original Nintendo system, both of which are the originals, by the way. None of the reissues that I think were released or whatever. These are the original console systems I've got. So yeah. Oh, Arrow's here too. Hey, Arrow. But yeah, that's my console gaming. For the most part, I think that the kids use the consoles more than I do. But yeah, to stream on another channel such as this is actually not that difficult. It's just a matter of being part of, for us anyway, here, who stream on the Extra Life for Kids channel, being part of the Extra Life stream team. And just the way it works, you know, every Twitch channel has a certain key that allows you to stream to the channel, and just, you know, how it works is that, you know, members of the stream team have access to that key. And that's what allows us through OBS, of course, to or XSplit, as many of us use as well, to stream to the Extra Life for Kids channel. So it's all good stuff at the end, because that's what we're here to do anyway. It's for good things, and that's helping sick kids get better. So you know, I've been a part of the stream team for almost 2 years now, I think. I think I'll be entering my 3rd year as part of the stream team this June. So yeah, this is we're going to be celebrating well, I guess how does that work? Would I be celebrating my 3rd anniversary? Because technically it'd be the start of the 3rd year. I have no idea how any of that works anyway. Anyway, almost 2 full years I have completed right now as part of the stream team. This coming June. Didn't stream for 6 years, and social media got most of my donations still to this day too. Yes, absolutely. That's another good point to bring up as well as we talk about Extra Life, is that you actually don't have to be a streamer here to be successful. And of course, successful is all in the eyes of the beholder. Let me see if I can bring this up here. I think because now that I am back on my original streaming rig here, I can do some stuff a little bit more quickly and easily than I did before. Ah, yes, so we've got that there. So we'll bring that up in a minute. Yeah, you don't have to be a streamer to be able to be successful, i.e. raise whatever money you can. I mean, if you can raise $1, $5, $10, whatever it is, that's being a successful participant in for Extra Life. Even if it's that own $1, $5, that $10, if that's what you donate to your own cause, to yourself, hey, that's a success, man, if I can get the words out correctly. Yeah, you don't have to be a streamer. I mean, well, let me go ahead and flip this over right now. That way we can see this, because I might as well talk about it right now. So let's go ahead and do this. As you can see here, this is our year in review for this past year, 2017. 50,000 participants. Out of those 50,000 participants, you know, not all 50,000 stream. Not all 50,000 even do videos. One of these days I'm gonna remember to search around and do some looking to see if we actually have any data or any numbers on how many participants actually do stream, how many do just videos, how many blog, or, you know, the breakdown. Because I think that's a very good and interesting point to have, is that, you know, we've got over 50,000 participants last year. Not all of them streamed. I mean, I would be willing to say probably maybe only half of them streamed, if that. That might even be generous. But you don't have to be a streamer. You don't have to do videos. A lot of participants, they will blog. You know, a lot of people do blogs. You know, so they'll blog about their experiences. A lot of people just go word of mouth. They'll have their friends and family, you know, be their supporters and donate to the hospital they have chosen to represent. So never let the fact that that you may not be able to stream, or you're just not good at streaming, or that you don't do videos, you don't have the ability or capabilities to do that. It doesn't matter. You can still participate in Extra Life, and you can still help the kids of your hospital in any way possible, even by not being a streamer. If you just play board games, you know, if you have family game night once a month, you know, on your kitchen table or wherever it is you set up the board game or whatever, that you can do Extra Life just by doing that. 5,400 teams, which we'll talk about later, but teams are just essentially a collection of Extra Life participants who decide to fundraise under a single banner of a team, so to speak. Another key point that I'm glad we have this statistic here, this next one right here. I think the cat and the dog are having at it again. Out of the 50,000 participants, all those participants, we represented 97 different countries last year, and I think that's a very important key to bring up here. You know, Extra Life is part of the Children's Miracle Network. We're an extension of that fundraising body, that fundraising entity. CMN has been around since 1983. And if you do live in North America, Canada, the United States, and Puerto Rico, you may be familiar with CMN, even if you don't consciously recognize it, because what CMN has done over these last 30-odd years, or actually it's 35 years now, isn't it? 83 to 2018, I think if my maths is correct, that's 35 years. They've raised money for these hospitals all across North America here through the stylized balloons, which of course you can see up there at the top of my overlay there. The stylized balloon, which has been redesigned of late. By having these little paper / cardboard type balloons, card stock, technically I guess it's card stock, balloons up in local businesses. And what it does, you know, the local businesses have a stack of these card stock balloons here. What is, you donate $1, and then you get to write a message or your name on the balloon, stuff like that, and the business will post it up somewhere on the wall, somewhere in the business, so everybody can see all the donations they got in, and that donation goes right to the hospital, just like we do here at Extra Life. You know, everything that we as gamers collect through our participation, through our efforts of playing games for these hospitals, goes directly to the hospitals. I think Trooper even mentioned that at the end of his show, that, you know, 100%, every single penny of what we take in as gamers goes directly to the hospitals, goes directly to helping these kids. And right here is the breakdown. Actually, of course you can't see my mouse in this window, but right here in the lower corner here is the breakdown on how we can see here of where the hospitals can use this money. And that's the good thing about it, is that these hospitals can use this money wherever they see fit. I mean, if there's a particular need at a hospital, for say right here, 25% for equipment. So if, say, you know, my hospital, the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, foresees or has a need for a piece of medical equipment for a research project or something that they're trying to do, in terms of coming up with a cure for cancer or anything like that. Well, that money that we raise through Extra Life, that hospital has the choice to be able to say, hey, we can use that money this year for this piece of equipment that we need. Whereas, say, the Children's Hospital in New Orleans, they may not need medical equipment right now. Their need might be for, say, uncompensated care there. In fact, my good friend Battery H, who is a Judgment Gaming team member. We play on the same team. He is, in fact, the captain. He plays for the Children's Hospital of New Orleans. And I was just watching one of his streams this week, and he had mentioned the fact that his hospital has sort of like one of those mobile type treatment type vans or something like that. So the way he says, like, they'll go out into the community with this van, with this equipment and stuff, and go door to door, because a lot of New Orleans, you have your depressed areas in the city, your low income areas where children may not get the treatment that they need just simply because the families can't afford it or afford insurance to be able to get that treated. Well, the hospital will send this van out and do the treatment right there in the home, if at all possible. So they might not need the equipment, but they might need something to cover that uncompensated care for these low-income families. So they can say, hey, we need this money this year for all this care that we're doing out in the neighborhood here. So that's one of the best things about Extra Life here, is that the money that we take in, not only does 100% of it go to the hospitals, goes to the kids, but the hospitals can use the money for their needs at that particular time. So the money's not saying, hey, this 50% of this money has to be used for medical equipment. Well, if the hospital doesn't need medical equipment, that's wasted money. So that's another one of the great things about what we do here, is that the hospitals can use this money right where it's needed most to treat these sick kids. Again, this is a little outdated now when we got this, but last year, as of when we got this little flyer, $10.6 million was raised, which is 10% over what we raised in 2016, which was just shy of 10 million. We were like 9.8, I think we ended up 2016 with, but the final official total for 2017 is $11,124,217, which puts us well over the $40 million mark for the 9 years, now this being the 10th year, that Extra Life was has been around, has been raising money for these hospitals, raising money for these kids. So a lot of great statistics here wrapped up in this one little flyer that we got here. I show this every if I can get the words every show now, every week now, is what I'm trying to say here, because it's really got some good numbers in there, good things to show what we can really do as a gaming community. That's really what Extra Life is all about. It's about us as gamers being able to come together, do something positive, because again, you turn on the news practically every day, there's something. Chances are there's going to be something disparaging about our community, or something happened that somehow the gaming community is going to be blamed for something or other. Well, this is something that, entirely good. It's us coming together, do something good, to do something positive, and nobody can take that away from us. And that's why I've always enjoyed doing Extra Life. Not only just because I can help the kids of the hospital I've chosen to represent, but you know what? It's something positive for us as a gaming community to rally behind as well. And like I said, you don't have to be a hardcore gamer, you don't have to be a professional gamer. You can just be a family of 4, a family of 5, mom, dad, mom and mom, dad and dad, and the kids, however, whatever kind of family that it is that you have. You guys sit down for your family game night, you guys can do Extra Life and help the hospital of your local neighborhood as well. But like I said, that big number that I really like is that 97 different countries. So even though Extra Life or NCMN is primarily the North American hospitals that we have here, we've got people from 97 different countries. Well, I guess technically 90, well, minus Puerto Rico, 94 different countries who've decided that they want to help these kids of these hospitals as well. So that's the great stuff. So no matter where you are in the world, if you can play a game, you can do Extra Life. So PC games, console games, tabletop games, board games, tablet games, mobile games, you know, whatever, the game of baseball out in your backyard, or cricket if you happen to be from the UK, of course. You know, soccer, football as it's called off over on the European continent, or of course American football, whatever it is. You know, if it's a game, we can do it here for Extra Life, and that's the great stuff about it. Doing good through gaming is, yes, exactly. It's not just, you know, the toxic community that sort of comes to the forefront of our overall community. It's something good, and yeah, any game all over the world you can do. This is great stuff, and that's Extra Life. All you have to do, quick and easy. You go to www.extra-life.org to register to become a participant. It only takes a couple minutes to go through the registration process. There, again, you'll pick your hospital. There you will have the option to be able to join an already existing team or create your own team, if that's something you want to do, and have other people play on your team or participate on your team, I guess I should say. Or if, again, that team is completely optional. You don't even have to be on the team if you don't want to. You know, you have the option to be able to make your first donation, your own donation. So through the sign-up process, you can make a donation to your hospital, and that'll help get the ball rolling too. I always recommend people donating as well, making their own donations. As well. I do that constantly throughout the year. I'll run promotions to where I'll do matching donations, or, you know, if I sell a Lego set online, I'll take 10% of whatever the profit was for that and make a donation, that kind of stuff. So all sorts of different stuff you can do. But, you know, and like I said, a few minutes and you're through. You have your participant page, which, again, I recommend that you customize your participant page. That way people know which hospital you're supporting, why you're supporting the hospital, what you plan to do, how you plan to do your fundraising, all that kind of stuff. You know, if you do happen to stream, you know, or do videos on YouTube, obviously put your links on your customization page, or if you do a blog, put your blog link there. You know, you got a contact list for things where you can mail information out to people. Say, hey, I'm participating. This is my participant page. Come check it out. All that good stuff. So, soccer, US, or football for the rest of the world. Yes, indeed. Although I did some looking up, and apparently it used to be soccer. Soccer is sort of the short term. Hello, thank you for the host, Avarilla, or Avaria. Thank you for that host. But yeah, apparently soccer was the go-to term, because it's actually a shortened version of, I think, whatever the original Association of Soccer something or other was. Or at least if I remember what I was reading correctly is how it worked out. And then just over time, oh, it's just her watching Toy Story. She gets into the Toy Story movies very, very deeply, I guess you could say. But yes, that's the little Abs there, Abby the Troll, as we call her on my stream. But yeah, so it's interesting that for some reason, you know, over in Europe and the UK, that the term soccer has fallen into disuse. Which, I mean, again, when you say football, it kind of makes sense that, you know, football, that's sort of describing what this game is. Whereas opposed to football here in America, yeah, it's only, you know, only a small fraction of the game does that ball meet ye old foot of kicker. So I always thought we should have a different name for our American football here, but hey, that's a whole nother story. Perhaps for another time. In the meantime, let's get on with it here. Let's get on with playing some games, talking about Extra Life. If anybody has any questions about Extra Life, or wants to know more about Extra Life, or wants recommendations on how to fundraise or customize your page, or anything like that, go ahead, ask away. I'll do what I can to answer. We got a lot of mods in there who can answer your questions, all sorts of good stuff. In the meantime, let's get on. I decided last week it was up in the air whether what I would be playing this week. I sort of was figuring maybe I'll play another MMO, or I figured, well, as the week went on, I said, yeah, you know what? Well, we'll stick with Star Wars for the month. You know, the last few months or so, I've sort of been dedicating one solid month to a particular game just to get some extra gameplay in on that game and sort of follow along whatever story, if there was a story or whatever it was. So I think we'll keep that going. We'll do a little bit of Star Wars: The Old Republic for the month of April here, and then see if we're going to continue on for May or not. You know, hey, it's a great thing about being a gamer. We've got so many choices. But yeah, last week, if we recall, we created our Extra Life Louie here, or E-Life Louie for short. And one of the things I wanted to do was make him a light side Jedi counselor, of course. So he's going to be oh, of course you're going to log me out. I know. Let's go ahead back in here. He's sort of going to be our Extra Life representative here in the game. So he's going to be light side. We're going to make him a healer. But unfortunately, because the last time I created it, things have changed since the last time I created a character in the character creation screen. I chose the wrong advanced class. I chose the advanced class that didn't have the healer option. So what I ended up deciding to do is, okay, let's just re-roll another character. We'll make him the healer this time, and then we'll just pick up this week where we left off last week, run him through the opening missions that we did last week. And so I think I've got him all caught up, except in the one instance where we have to talk to Twi'lek here in our main for our main quest here. So we'll just run through the dialogue here, and we should be all caught up and ready to go with our now Jedi Counselor Sage. I believe is the advanced class that has the Seer healing discipline. So now we officially have Extra Life Louie. Of course, his name is slightly different. I added an I in there just so I can get him created and then trade off some stuff from the character we created last week. Oh, thank you, Curtis, for the follow as well. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Hero Nation. Thank you for joining us here. And one thing I should mention, too, of course, is that the official Extra Life for Kids channel, which we're broadcasting on right now, official Extra Life for Kids, is a bona fide, certified, genuine partner of Twitch. It is a Twitch certified partner channel, so you can subscribe to this channel as well. You can cheer bits right here in chat to this channel, and all proceeds from the subscription, all proceeds from the bits that are cheered go to the kids, go to the hospitals as well. You know, things like that, to where there's not a specific hospital being donated to. It goes into a general pool, which is then divided out amongst all the hospitals in the network. So for us as gamers, we choose a specific hospital to support. For general donations, all that stuff goes into one pool, and that's divided out to all the hospitals equally as needed. So good stuff here. So we're here, Extra Life Louie. Where are we at here? We're in the Twi'lek Village of Kalikori here. About to talk to this guy here and find out about the missing holocron that we discovered was stolen in our first episode last week. So let's go ahead and let's get on with it. Follow hype, yes indeed. Follow. And I did remember to host as well. It's fortunate now that we've got Trooper ahead of us. Again, welcome back, Trooper, as well. I meant to say that, too. Welcome back, Trooper, this week. I'm glad to see that he had his technical difficulties of last week all squared away and that he can be back. And I think we've got a new streamer on today, too. Mondays is really stacked up now. I was shocked. I was kind of worried about Mondays here. Mondays was one of the newest days that we opened up to streaming here on the stream team. And I'm glad that me and, of course, Arrow Dash were a couple of the vanguards for Monday. Some of the first original streamers we had once Mondays opened up here. Probably that was a while. It's probably almost a year ago now that we've done that. I think I've been streaming Mondays for almost a year now. I think it's been a good long while. But regardless, it's okay. Great to know that this stream is a catch-all. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's just various streamers, and we do have a new streamer coming on today. But yeah, Mondays is like packed now. Yeah, it was just three of us. Arrow Dash was actually I was the 1 to 3 at the time. I was in Trooper's spot to start off with. Arrow Dash was in this spot, and then I think we had I forgot who it was. The late night. I think he did like the 11 to 1 or 1 to 3. Yeah, about a year. That seems about right. So yeah, good stuff here. Now that we get to stream 7 days a week on the official Extra Life to Kids channel, I get to do all sorts of great fun games with this great community of streamers we have here on the stream team, and to be able to talk about Extra Life is a great thing. And it's one of the things that, you know, my real life. That's the one good thing about Extra Life. You know, it's so open to be able to do your fundraising and raise money for your hospital around the constraints of your real life thing. And that's the great thing about the stream team too. You know, this is something that, you know, my real life is hectic. You know, I work a retail job, so that's, you know, retail is retail. I got 2 kids. My wife works retail too. So it's long hours, you know, working weekends, all sorts of crazy schedules. We got the kids we got to take care of. So, hey, you know, it's not easy being able to do stuff for Extra Life, but being able to do the stream team here, if that little extra helps bring in more funds for these hospitals, brings in more people to our community, and I'm so glad to be able to do this and be doing it for almost 3 years now. So it's great fun. Yes, got 3 kids here too. So, and that's one of the reasons why I do Extra Life too. Now, I'm fortunate that both my kids have been relatively healthy. You know, no major incidents that really require hospitalization, but you never know what the future could bring. And so, you know, it's one of the reasons why I do Extra Life, that you know, I can, if the time ever comes that we need to go to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia for whatever reason, be it psychological issues, physical issues, you know, whatever it happens to be, that I can say, hey, you know what, I've been doing this for 5 years, I've been doing this for 6 years, 7 years, whatever the case may be at the time, raising money for CHOP and saying, you know, I've done what I could to be able to help the hospital, help my own kids. So again, that's another one of the reasons why I enjoy doing this. I want to do this, why I'm so passionate about doing this. And 8 years of Extra Life and 2 for streaming. Yes, indeed. In fact, it was probably, in fact, Battery mentioned this too in his stream, that, you know, Extra Life is primarily the reason why he became a streamer, was to be able to stream Extra Life fundraising videos and that kind of stuff. And that's sort of how I got into it too. Back in 2013, you know, I was playing Defiance. Tryon Worlds is a corporate partner of Extra Life, and so that's how I found out about Extra Life, was through Tryon Worlds. And
a cask or 3. The festival only comes once a year. Our
stores can take it.
Just as well. We have an uninvited guest.
I see. Festival of Awakening, Jedi. You're not welcome here.
But yeah, before I click that and continue on, and that's how I learned about Extra Life, and that's really what's helped me become a streamer. Because at that time, you know, shortly after I started playing Defiance and stuff like that, I got laid off from that tech job I mentioned. So you know, I had a few months of, you know, trying to find a job and sitting around the house doing some of the housework. I said, well, let me do some videos. You know, it seems like this gameplay video thing seems to be kind of popular. I don't know why people would want to watch somebody just play a game on YouTube or anything like that. I said, well, let me try my hand at a couple of them. And then I found out about Extra Life. I said, wow, this is really cool. This is something I can sort of do. This thing I'm passionate about is gaming, and do this new thing I'm kind of interested in doing, and doing videos and streams for that. And that's essentially how I got started with streaming and doing videos, was because of Tryon Worlds and Extra Life itself. So it's been there and not fun. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Although I must say it was a relief at the end of the day. I was not well suited for the job position. The job position was not well suited for an entry-level person such as myself. So it ended up working out at the end. Again, you know, I've got to work retail now, but it is what it is. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm much happier being able to do this, because I can still do Extra Life. I can still game and help my hospital. So at the end of the day, it all worked out for the best, I think. So yes, indeed, indeed. Hey, sometimes real life throws you those curveballs, and you don't know really the benefit of it until much later on. I forgot what I chose last time. We're having a party, or yeah, let's go having a party.
Festival of Awakening. It sounds like fun.
It is. And Jedi
merger layoff, yeah.
Invited.
What do you want?
Oh, former AOL, now HPC. Hey, nice. At least you're still involved in that. At least that's pretty nice. Yes, merger. Yeah, it was sort of the same thing for me. It wasn't a merger, but it was. It happened to be at the time where we had the governmental issues here in the United States, and almost the government shut down, and it was the sequestration or whatever they called it, and all that stuff. And the tech company I worked for, did a lot of government contracting. So of course, when that shut down because of the halt and all that stuff, it's like, okay, we've got to cut back. And obviously, being low man on the totem pole, well, that's just the way it goes. But again, it all worked out in the end. I think I'm much happier doing what I'm doing now than I would have been for years on end there. Anyway, let's see. I need your help.
Someone took a Jedi relic from the Gnarls, a holo projector. I was hoping you might have seen it.
A holo projector? Yeah, I know what you mean. Nayland found one. Nayland Rollock. Maybe you've heard of him?
I'm new to Tython.
I've only just arrived on this world.
Nayland Rollock, our dueling champion for 9 years straight. He once rescued an entire scouting party from flesh raiders single-handed. He planned our defenses, protects us when we go foraging. Without him, we wouldn't even be having the festival. And no, I am not telling you where he is. Nayland earns his peace and quiet.
But he could be in danger.
That hologram's data isn't safe. Nayland should be warned. Or do you want to risk something happening to him?
Nayland can take care of himself.
Against flesh raiders, sure. But some of that Jedi tech is weird.
Yeah, I'll say.
Okay, fine. Nayland went into the flesh raiders' territory. He's probably still there. He's been gone a while.
Thank you.
Then I should look for him. Enjoy your festival.
I think Nayland's got a camp out there. If you see him, tell him to be back for the feast.
Will do. Will do. And you know what I forgot to do? Because, I did want to check to see, because I do have... Yeah, one of the things I did was grab up the white acute module that I had in storage on one of my other characters here, so we could sort of minimize the XP, the enhanced XP that they introduced here in the game a couple years ago. That's not the document I'm looking for, but I'm curious to see... here we go. Because when I originally started playing SWTOR here, my OCD completionist self, as you can see here, my spreadsheet of quests here, so I didn't miss a thing. And this was all right around the time of 3.0 I stopped following this, or well, 4.0 I actually stopped doing this with the enhanced XP, because I'm curious to see what the differential now is with the XP gains for the quests and that kind of stuff now. Without rested XP and with the white acute module on, and we'll see how that goes. All right, and we did forget to talk to somebody outside the Jedi Temple who I didn't see there last week either. So we've got to go pick up a quest from there. And I think, do I have to? No, I already talked to him. So we already talked to Odomus. So good. So we're all caught up now. So we've got that quest, and Pilgrims. I'm trying to think whether I should run back to the Jedi Temple to pick up that other quest now or not. I don't think it has anything to do in Flesh Raider territory. Yeah, it won't hurt to go get it. You know what, I'm just going to ride back there. We'll do this the quick way. Yes. She's talking to the TV again. What's going on, Abs?
Mechanized travel is for official business only.
That's where we want to go.
There.
OCD, yeah, pretty easy to trigger it. Yep. Yeah, I've actually gotten better at that. Because sometimes it's a detriment to because you got to stop, write everything down with every quest you go to, all that kind of stuff, and I I did that with Guild Wars. I did that with Star Wars: The Old Republic, but I managed to force myself out of the habit with a lot of the other MMOs I played. Mostly because it was only Guild Wars and Star Wars: The Old Republic were my two main MMOs that I really got into, and I played on a daily basis for hours at a time. The other ones were more casual, so it didn't really bother me as much.
Because you are as cute as described. But we are Jedi, so I will say nothing of the sort.
Yes, we are Jedi, indeed.
Babbling. Master Yuan said to remind you that she says a Jedi needs to learn martial skills and said that I should say you should. Of course, the overlay is blocking the latter half of this here. You're silly for a Jedi. I should do that, but no, we're still going Extra Life Louie, all altruistic and all. So we'll just go with that one.
Who will train me in these martial skills?
Oh, right. Sorry. Go see Master Weddle in the temple. Doesn't look like much, but he'll show you stuff you wouldn't believe. Good luck. May the Force be with you.
I think this just takes us to the Jedi Trainer, is all that is. Or the Consular Trainer. What you doing up there, Abs? No, because you slept through lunch. If you want a snack, it's got to be a healthy snack. That's, you know what? You got the apple. Come eat the apple. Why don't you want the apple for a snack? Now you hate apples. Well, you know what? That's the only snack you're going to get. Because there's nothing else I can get you real quick right now unless you want a cornbread. You want cornbread? Okay. It's right there under the apple, as a matter of fact. Yuhida, right? Yuhida's who we're looking for. No, him. There we go. Weddle. You can come get it. I'm in the middle of streaming for sick kids.
You get it. I'm not.
Really? Well. Yeah, I don't think so. So, Wisdom of Elders. How much? So that was 230 XP originally. So yeah, we're still getting a whole heck of a lot more experience for these things, even with the White Acute module active here, which is why we're so over leveled for where we were originally last time. Yeah, so originally that quest gave only 230 experience. All right, well, give me the cornbread and I'll get it out for you. Force Quake, there we go. So we've got those good to go at least. All right.
May the Force be with you.
Okay. Here's your plate. We don't have a plate for you. Well, don't make a mess with crumbs.
Get a plate.
Get a plate. You know what? I can. Yeah, good. We'll do. You know what? Let me get a bowl for you. Be easier. You can eat right over the bowl. There you go. Why don't you go sit down and eat it?
No.
Okay. All right, let's head back to Kalikori now that we got that out of the way, and picked up a couple more skills here as a bonus. Accidentally said they were a game dev and never forgave you. Yeah, this is the way out. Yeah, sometimes those things will happen. Although I do remember from my times of training and getting ready for the no, we already have a guild that we can join. I just choose not to because I want as little XP as possible. yeah, for training for the Microsoft certifications and exams. I remember there was a little bit of an issue between actual engineers, architectural engineers, I guess, and the fact that software engineers used the term engineer, and that I guess at this point Classic, I don't even know if it's still Microsoft certified. What is it? The MSCE, Microsoft something certified engineer is what it was. Systems engineer, something to that effect. That they used the term engineer when it wasn't. I mean, technically, I guess you could say you're engineering software, you're engineering data, but apparently actual engineers didn't like that. All right, so we took care of that. All right, we got to head into Flesh Raider territory here. Yeah, being in Guild 2, yeah. Eventually I'm going to have to start talking about guilds here as well, because guilds are somewhat similar to teams that we have here for Extra Life. Again, a team is just a collection of any Extra Life participant can join a team, and you're not restricted to what team you can or cannot join. Oh, why is let me do this. I didn't notice that was a little off here. There we go. That's a little better. So like I said, when you sign up, you can actually there's a list of teams that are created, or currently created teams. More are being created every day, but you can join any team on that list with no restrictions. Guilds are a little bit different in that they're more localized, they're more regional. So I am a member of the Philadelphia Guild. We all, of course, support the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And whereas a team is another way of... I'm so used to C-space for Guild Wars. And spacebar is jump here. A guild's a little bit different. Like I said, it's more regionalized. It's more of your local gamers instead of just any gamer who's a participant. And again, it's slightly different to where the team is. A team is more of a fundraising extension of Extra Life. Guilds are more of a what we do here on the Extra Life channel, which is more of a awareness of what Extra Life is and an encouragement to sign people up. It's more of a recruitment tool. Although guilds, of course, can form their own teams and fundraise as well. The idea behind guilds is to get people to learn about Extra Life and sign up and join Extra Life, as opposed to strictly as a fundraising tool. So I encourage anyone that is a participant to look up to see if there is a guild for your hospital. Not all hospitals have guilds, not all regions have guilds, but if there are, I would encourage you to, if you certainly want to look into taking extra steps, going even, doing what you can to help your hospital and Extra Life, joining your local guild certainly goes a long way towards doing that as well. Alright, I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. Thin the Flesh Raider herds. Alright, so where are we at? So we did Wisdom of the Elders. We're on the Work of Pilgrims. Lost Pilgrim, we've got 1,000 steps we did last time. Strength of the Flesh Raiders. We have Clear the Mountain Path. Clear the Mountain Path is where? At the Matriarch Summit, which we did. We did that one. So good. Okay, I have not missed anything else yet. Good. Here goes the OCD. Oh yes, thank you for that link too as well, Aerodash. Yeah, so that's primarily what my guild does in Philadelphia. We go to all sorts of different events. Comic book conventions, gaming conventions that are local to our area. Trying to think what else we do. I mean, those are the primary ones, of course. What does that do? Not sure what that does. I've got to look at some of these things because it's been so long since I've actually seriously played the game. I really haven't played this game since 4.0 launched. Because of some of the inherent changes they made, especially to the leveling system, and the speed at which we level here now. I just don't enjoy a speed leveling type of gameplay. So I've got to remember what a lot of this stuff does. That's 10 meter range. That's a 30 meter range. So I want the longer range things towards the front here. So let's bring you guys back out this way. This is 30 meters, so we will go. I gotta do 2 here. I gotta move you over 2. And this is a little bit of OCD in me too, doing this the way I arrange these, which of course screws me up because once I get in the habit of clicking a certain number or hitting a certain number, I'm both a clicker and a keyboarder in terms of skills. I've gotten, I'll be so used to having that skill on bar 6 now that when it comes time to change it, I keep hitting the wrong one and firing off the wrong skill that I don't want to use. Okay, let's take that. Oh, you know what? We didn't bring a pet out. Let's go ahead and bring a pet out. Let's see what we got here. The Macron Creeper Seedling. Interesting. Alright, so what is this? Channels the force into the ground at the target location, causing it to quake and tremble, consuming 60 force and dealing 138 energy damage to up to 8. So an AoE channeled skill here. Stunned, and they can stun weaker targets, and this is a stun. Crowd control, CC. It stuns the target for 4 seconds. Okay. Oh, and here's the other quest here.
They found me. Oh, Matriarch, forgive me. The Flesh Raiders are here. I can't fight them. The patrol is too far away. I can't. Goodbye, my son. My Matriarch. Goodbye.
Oh, well, that didn't end well now, did it? Alright, Arrow, yes. You go enjoy some gaming before heading off to work. Thanks for stopping by. Indeed, indeed. Well, you haven't played seriously since after launch. Yeah, it's... it's the life of really an MMOer, I think, more than the single-player games, fortunately, that you got to learn to deal with. Unfortunately, MMOs are an always evolving genre. The games are always evolving. Sometimes, obviously you want them to evolve for the better, but even if, sometimes there's a change that may be good for the game that you don't particularly like. And that's just the nature of the beast. So that's happened to a few games I've played. This one, Defiance, as a matter of fact, which I'm getting back into. Oddly enough, I'm getting back into both Star Wars: The Old Republic and Defiance. Defiance because of there's a new version of the game coming out, almost a la Guild Wars 2, but not quite. It's more of an updated version of it, of the original game. So I'm getting back into Defiance to get ready for that. Ooh, wow, that did no damage. Where's my Force Quake? Let me do this. Keep hitting C space, and that's only because I played Guild Wars for about 3 or 4 hours today on my own channel. So now my hands are into the Guild Wars control system. Oh, that was a good whack. Alright, so let's go ahead and, wow, I'm getting beat up here. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, let's run here because we are definitely overmatched here. And I think I managed to break aggro here. Oh, you know what I'm missing? I'm missing a skill bar here. Ooh, so perhaps it's this one? Nope. Alright, so let's go load that one. I've got to... now I gotta remember the controls here. Where the stuff is at? Quick bars, here we go. Where are my quick bars? Where can I open up all the other quick bars? Oh, you know why? I think I'm preferred now, that's why. That's what it is, I don't have that quick bar available. I'm gonna have to change that around. Yes, I was a subscriber last week and now I am preferred because I had canceled my subscription. I forgot about that. Just so I can minimize the amount of experience gain we get here, which I always thought was counterintuitive when they launched 4.0, that if you want to get back to a normal leveling curve, you have to unsubscribe from the game. Ah, well. Alright, so let's do this. I need... Alright, let's throw Force Valor over here, because that's... meditation. Let's throw meditation down here. I think those were the only two I had on that other bar there. Hey, John Hunsmith, thank you for the cheer. Thank you very much. And again, like I mentioned earlier, all cheers do benefit the children's hospitals of Extra Life. Any proceeds that we get from cheers or subscriptions goes to helping sick kids get better. So thank you very much for that cheer. Yeah, that's a passive, so it looks like I got everything else. Alright, it was just those two we were missing, so let's go ahead and refresh that one. We got our out of combat heal. We don't have a combat healing skill yet. You know what, because okay, can I do this yet? So yes, we definitely want Seer. So this is what we want here for our Extra Life theme we're running here. Seer as a heal. So level 10. Level 10 we get our first combat heal here. And I'm definitely going to commit that. So let's go ahead and do that. Yes, we are going to commit to the Seer discipline. I'm going to be Abby the Troll. Oh, now you're going to be Abby the Troll that we have the camera active, huh?
Yeah, well, and the camera.
The camera's right there. The camera's right there, the integrated camera that I'm pointing my big old finger at everybody right there. Yes, when I was streaming on my channel earlier, I was playing Guild Wars, and I do an adventure series where I'm playing, sort of like we're doing here, playing through the storyline of the game and stuff, but I don't use a camera or an overlay for that. It's just the game window. So she came up wanting to be Abby the Troll. I said, well, you can't really, it's not really effective if we don't have the camera. So now that she knows the camera's up, oh, the troll comes out. Alright, so yeah, it looks like yeah, we choose the discipline at level 5. We don't really get our first skills until level 10. Alright, so I am actually going to have to play with some modicum of care and skill here, I guess. I can't do my usual, let's just run in and tank everything, even though we're not a tank. I keep hitting space. Oh, look! Oh, you know what? Because I did what I ended up doing when I did rerun the earlier missions on this character. I forgot I did get a tunic too. The guy didn't have. So what we got here? Let's see. Come on, why is this not showing me the tooltips? Do I need to activate tooltips on here too?
Hi, Taz.
Yeah, I think Taz is here. You can say hi to Taz. You can say hi to everybody else. Johnny and John, and I think Arrow's playing games now, but Caitlin's out there. A lot of people are out there today.
Oh, it's Kate. Where is she?
I don't know where any of them are. They're just watching us from wherever they are in the world.
I know.
User interface. Now you distracted me. I forgot. Tooltips. That's what I wanted to look for here. World map face, map notes. I don't think I need to really activate any of that yet. Use operation frame, show cooldown text. Yes, I definitely want that.
I'm making ice cream.
You are? Well, that's good. I think this is usually set by default.
Ice cream is ready.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, now I definitely need the chocolate. Chocolate.
God, it's been so long, I don't remember where half this stuff is at.
Yeah, the
It's
chocolate
under controls.
Now close it up. Close it up. Right there. You open it up.
See, it should be under user interface. I just didn't see it. Never mind. Okay.
Okay, where will I? Count the 4.
Nope, somebody defeated something. Alright, well, yes, what I was originally doing here. Oh, there we go. Okay, that popped. Oh, you know why? No, he does have the... Did I not give him... Yeah, he does have that one from the other quest. Oh, this is a belt. That's why. I'm thinking this is a headpiece. It's a belt. No wonder. Oh, my God. I'm going crazy here, people. I'm going crazy.
Why are you going crazy?
Because I'm old. I'm old and feeble-minded, child. That's why. All right, here we go. It's a belt, for crying out loud. Yeah, so anything's better, but the question is are these identical or... Yeah, it looks like they're identical.
Sounds yummy.
They're both Ithorian Nerf Herders tunics. All right, so good. Either one works.
We had to hear the ice cream. You close it up.
All right, so the rest of this is can be sold now. There we go. It's a wonder it's a wonder I remember to wake up in the morning sometimes.
You don't have now to make one.
Nah, that's all right. That's all right, John. No worries. No worries about it. I'm so involved in what I'm doing here. I'm like not really paying attention to chat here and saying hi to everybody and answering any questions. But hey, that's what we got mods for, right? I'm here to focus and get our Extra Life Louie here on the roll here. So I have to go in this cave, right? And we've got, all right, that's the one mission. This is the other mission. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, you know what we gotta do? Boom. And we can do that. We can do that and that. See, spaced again. There we go. How's that? All right, so we got that. We got the bonus done. You got ice cream? Okay, wonderful. Okay, so we got new gloves. Let's go ahead and take care of this elixir. I forgot, I gotta take care of this elixir too. I gotta destroy that. Alright, so let's check these gloves out. Oh, medium armor. Doesn't matter. Can't wear it. Okay. Because we are squishy. We are the squishy class. Thank you for that cheer, Wire Junkie. Thank you very much for the cheer. Much appreciated. Again, 100% of that goes to helping sick kids get better. Alright, there we go. You want another cornbread? That's fine. You can have another one. Where's your bowl? Alright, go get your bowl and you can have another cornbread. That's fine, since you pretty much slept through lunch. Street bracers, which we can't use. Okay. Oh, there's a chest. Ooh. More stuff we can't use. Okay, thank you.
My nudgy.
Ooh, okay, eat up this cornbread before it goes stale. There you go.
Yum. Yum, yum.
Just go ahead and move in on my territory. Oh, she's dual-wheeled already. How's she? Oh, you know, because of the advanced class. You get your advanced class so early now. You can dual-wield on the starter planet. Forgot about that. Yeah, you see, I'm using a different blade too from last week because the class that was last week was the dual-bladed lightsaber class. This one is the single-bladed lightsaber class. So we were actually using a staff last week instead of a regular blade here, or a training blade is what this is.
Nodded your hair.
Oh, you nodded my hair. Thank you for that. Thank you very much.
We're making a lot persons.
Yes, we are. So I think I took care of all the elixir. Oh, God, I do it every time. See, and the funny thing is, the original Guild Wars doesn't have jumping, so the space bar is mapped to attack current target, or essentially move to current target. If it's an enemy, it attacks. If it's not an enemy, it'll move you to that. It'll take you to that target. Other games that do have jumping is usually the space bar. So I'm so used to, when I play Guild Wars, C-space, select enemy, attack enemy by using C-space. And I don't want to remap the jump button. Because every other game uses the space bar as the jump button that I've played. Alright, so what are we doing here? So we've taken care of that. Let's keep heading down this way then. Let's go exploring. Although, yeah, this is the Jedi Knight phase. Okay. That's where the Jedi Knight goes to pick up T7, if I recall correctly. Yes, I am not eligible. I'm sorry, I can't go in there. And so that's what that other person was. She's a Jedi Knight.
Daddy!
Sentinel, I believe, is the dual wield.
How do they get out?
What do you mean, how do they get out? How does who get out? Oh, Extra Life Louie? Well, he's going to have to fight his way out. He's going to have to fight these monsters. Because that's the only way for him to get out. That was another counselor there.
I want to fight the monsters.
Well, you can fight the monsters with your Daniel Tiger game. I'm sure there's monsters that Daniel Tiger will fight. You're not quite age appropriate for this game. This is called Star Wars. Remember, you don't like Star Wars. You don't like the bad guys.
Hi, Daddy. Daddy.
Alright, so we gotta find Nayland Raylock's camp now. Return Vidariat. So yeah, we got the other two quests we gotta head back now for. So we just gotta find Nayland and see if he has that. Now if I remember right, there's a boss of some type down here.
Hey, don't you move?
Well, you had a movie. You put a movie in. You're not watching the movie right now. I don't know why. You wanted to watch the movie, but you're not watching it. You're over here scribbling all over my notepad, so I can't read my notes. Oh, good. There's nobody else down here fighting him. Now let's see how well I can get through this guy, because I am a couple levels ahead of what I normally used to be when encountering this fella here. And he beat the dickens out of me before. Alright, let's stun him. Let's hit that again. Let's pebble him. Oh!
Why do you need to
Yeah, somehow I don't think I'm going to beat this guy. I'm already half-life. I've barely gotten him to be a quarter right now. Oh, I'm not. Okay, I'm just going to run. I'm going to run. I'm going to exercise the better part of value here.
Why is he going to exercise?
Because otherwise I'm dead.
Daddy gun.
No, that's not nice. Alright, who the heck is still shooting me? Is this guy not broken aggro yet? There we go, thank you. Oh boy.
Oh, Daddy.
Yep, just like I remember. So, yeah, that hasn't changed too much. Uh-oh.
Abby, that's full.
Alright, where's Nalen's camp? Let's go talk to Nalen. I think that's going to be a little bit easier.
Orange, green, blue.
That's actually yellow. That's yellow, green, and blue. My Extra Life shirt.
I want to wear this.
Well, you have to earn it by signing up to become a participant of Extra Life and upgrading yourself to platinum level. And you do that by when you register by paying a $19 registration fee. And then you become a platinum level participant, and you can earn this shirt if you raise $200 for your hospital. There we go. We got that little bit in, didn't we? But yeah, that's another thing. Like I said, it's absolutely free to sign up and participate in Extra Life at the classic level. And we do get rewarded. There are rewards for being a participant if you meet certain fundraising goals. You know, $5, $10. You can raise that for your hospital. You get gain discount codes. If you are a streamer, we get a 3-month premium XSplit license for raising. I think it's just like $10 or something like that. We get a discount code for a nice handcrafted wooden Extra Life smartphone case. I'm not fully healed here. I should have healed up. Oh, that was a nice spin maneuver. Impressive. But what the platinum level does, it sort of opens up a higher tier of rewards. If you're platinum level, again, you just pay a $19 registration fee when you register for the first time in a calendar year or any time in the same calendar year thereafter. So you can sign up to become a platinum level participant initially, and then you can actually go back later and upgrade yourself to platinum level. And the higher tier rewards at $75, new for this year at the $75 fundraising mark, you get an Extra Life sticker. And then the three normal ones, the three usual ones at $200, if you raise $200 for your hospital, you get a t-shirt. The logo of which is unique each year, and that is designed by a participant. There is a contest to design the logo for the t-shirt each year. And then for $500, there's a nice Olympic-style silver Extra Life medal. And for $1,000, if you can raise $1,000 for your hospital, you will get a gold Extra Life medal. I don't think there's anything else, anywhere else I want to go at the moment. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. You know what else I forgot to do? Just make sure we don't have anything squirrely come up in chat. We're getting rid of general chat too. Although that's usually on the fleet in some of the other worlds. But we want to be family friendly here, including the in-game chat. Well, you know what? I think this is where we meet. We meet Kaizen. Kaizen. I can't pronounce his name. We get to meet the lizard guy again.
I knotted your hair.
You knotted my hair, and you you moved my mic. So now it sounds like I'm in the closet. I'm sure.
Yeah, you're in the closet.
Fortunately, I am a naturally a loud talker to begin with.
So I'm making a mess. I am making a mess.
Yes. Please don't make a mess.
There you go.
Please don't.
I want my drink.
Your drink's in the refrigerator.
Why?
Because we don't want it going bad, so it needs to stay in the refrigerator so it lasts longer. Oh, maybe not. Alright, must be another cave. Alright, we're supposed to be looking for something here, and let me go see if I can... Oh, right, the glowing thing right there in front of me.
Huge.
It's a wonder I can get anywhere in games anymore nowadays.
Daddy!
There we go. How playable is this game on just the free version? It's pretty playable.
You make a lot of
You know, again, it's a matter of opinion.
Find a Jedi Padawan. I come to listen.
There are
Among the dead. To fight for my
What game
people.
is it?
Star Wars.
I
have
would
you
like
come?
it. 10 $10
To retrieve the hollow
My master
projector.
sent me to bring Rajavari's holo projector back to the temple.
I'm called Nalen Rawak. The others in the village spin tales of their legendary
Turn
protector.
it on.
They don't
No,
understand.
I'm playing games for
Are
sick
the
kids.
Flesh Raiders destroyed? No.
I'm gonna
People
play
aren't
this
safe until my
game.
learning's complete.
I'm gonna play
Tython's
this
relics
game.
still have lessons.
I
I
want to
listen.
play this
I
game.
can do things I never
I
imagined
want to
possible.
play this
I will
game.
be the defender my people deserve.
I want to play this game.
And what's of the future?
Once you
I
become
wanna
this great
play this
defender,
game.
what's the next step?
I want to play
We
this
make
game.
Tython
No, you can't play
ours.
this game.
No Jedi, no
Because
Republic.
I said so.
Our world to plow and harvest and defend. We hunt the Flesh Raiders to extinction and laugh. Rajavari showed me how to punish them.
Daddy! Dad, it is our keyboard.
Kids, yes, indeed,
Dad,
kids.
That is our keyboard.
Yes, don't touch the keyboard.
The Flesh Raiders will come.
Because I'm in the middle of doing something.
Can I
Merciful
do?
death
I
compared
mean,
to what
it's
my people have suffered.
No, this shirt's a little too big for you.
No, that's too big. No, it isn't.
Is this to punish me too? Let's do
What
this.
crimes have I committed that deserve being buried alive?
And mommy
There are
home
hidden
yet?
wonders, Jedi.
Mommy
My
home?
journey has just begun.
No, mommy's still at work.
Uh-huh.
Now run or
But I
die.
miss mom.
I guess I'm running then,
I miss mom.
as is the dog. I know, we all miss mommy.
Where's he going?
Okay, now that the conversations is over, and well, let me run first, and then I can answer your question. Extra Life, Mike, more to my satisfaction. Oh, and we got a bonus for this too, don't we? All right, so let's just run. Amazing where these guys come out of nowhere. I explored this cave, and there's nobody there. All right, there's how many? 4 more floating around here somewhere. Yep, there they are.
I'm gonna go watch a movie.
All right, please go watch a movie. I don't. Did he take the hologram or did we grab it? I forget now. Watch for falling rocks. Alright, I was about to say, I'm still looking for 2 more here. I don't want to run out of the phase before I get the bonus here complete. There we go. Okay, we got that one. Let's get out of here. Okay, whew. There we go. So yes, in answer to your question, yeah, it is playable. I mean, there are some annoying restrictions, such as, you know, skill bars and some other stuff. I got my older daughter an account that we started out as free to play. As the account, it was never a subscription account, and I found pretty early on, once you know, I was helping her through it in the early stages and stuff. It was kind of annoying, some of the restrictions and stuff. So I ended up buying, you know, $5 worth of stuff off the cartel market to upgrade it to at the time premium, which I think they've done away with the premium selection now. You're either preferred, or you're premium now if you're a subscriber, or you're what they call preferred. I think they call the free-to-play option preferred, to unlock some stuff. But I think if you were preferred before they made that change, then you still get to keep some of the stuff you unlocked by doing that. But yeah, it's otherwise playable. Like I said, I unsubscribe now and play it because just I don't like the speed leveling they added into the game in 4.0. and that's why I stopped playing to begin with, because I just did not like that. It's fine. It would be fine if it was an option, but that they baked it into the core gameplay with no option to turn it off was something that really irked me, and I found to be a bad decision. So that's why I'm running this guy. That's why I stopped this, canceled the sub, and I don't have this guy in our guild. The guild that I am now in charge of, because most of my guild has quit. It quit at about the same time that I initially did, 4.0. Just so I could get it, minimize as much XP as possible by playing. Through the gameplay, I guess I should say. So I am, yeah, we're all done here, so we can head back. But yeah, I mean, again, it's a matter. I mean, it's a matter of I guess what you're used to. I mean, if you play a lot of MMOs, like I do, I play a lot of them casually. There's a lot of other MMOs out there that offer a lot more for the free-to-play experience. But again, that being said, most of them were built from the ground up with that in mind, with that business model in mind. I think what hurts a lot of now Rift is the exception. I think Rift is one of those games that, although again, opinions do matter. I think Rift is one of those games that made the transition a little bit better than some of the other ones, like Star Wars here. I think those games that got caught in the shift of the business model in the early 2010s here. I think they were at a disadvantage because they were never designed to begin with the concept of free to play. So when it came time to either came time to the choice of, well, do we shut the game down or do we try to keep it going as free to play? Obviously I'm glad that the option to let's just make it free to play and go from there, so we can play some of these games, which are very good. But again, that sort of puts you in the catch-22 to where, okay, you've had this experience as a sub. How do you make it free to play and still give the subscriber, if you still offer an optional subscription, how do you give them value for their money and yet still make it a free to play game so more people will come and enjoy the game? So it's sort of a catch-22 for some of these games. So, BioWare did what they did. Some of the things, like I said, are somewhat annoying, but, I think the game still is pretty much playable.
You're back.
In its free-to-play form.
Father?
In my bags. I'm sorry. We'll go the nice option.
He's at peace now.
I brought you his ring.
This is all that's left of him. Those monsters. Tell me you cut them into pieces for what they did.
See, now, being the person I would normally say the second option here, which of course again you can't see, they're all dead, but that's the dark side option. So we'll go light side option here.
I went out there to save a man's life, not to satisfy your thirst for blood.
So you let those monsters live? I should be grateful to you for
I think what I may do, I just may switch to the other overlay here. That way we can at least see. It's going to be a smaller version of the full screen, but at least we'll be able to see the full screen here. I think for the purposes of what we're doing here, I think that might be the better option. I went with that overlay. That way we can have a wider viewing window, but being that there we go. Being that we do have at least the conversation wheel that we may want to see here, I think we'll stick with this for the time being. I think that'll work. That way everybody can see all the responses I have a choice from. Okay. get back into the right window here. Let's see. That you desecrate my father. Don't become obsessed. I pity I can do my... what? It's a sandwich? Well, that's good.
Mourn your father and move on, before anger consumes you.
I don't need your counsel, Jedi.
Yeah, I figured that would be his
grieve.
response.
We won't speak again.
In other words, I will have no more quests to offer you. Okay, thanks. That takes care of that. So that is now 1736, and that's with the white acute module active. So this would even offer more XP, as I understand it, if I didn't have the white acute module active, which fortunately now works all the time. You just can't get it all the time from the one NPC that offers it on the fleet. So what was this? Lost Pilgrim initially was 1020 XP. So yeah, we're still a good 700 XP over what we used to get here. And that's without rested XP. It's with that active. That's without the guild bonus. God. Alright, so that one's done. We did Survival of the Fittest. So Trials in Caliph is the next quest we have to grab here. But first things first, let's go talk to who we need to talk to. Because I'm already only one level away from being able to get onto the fleet at this point.
You look well, Jedi. I'm glad the Flesh Raiders didn't hurt you. Did you destroy the Dark Elixir? Yes,
I did. Now, should I rat out the guard captain or not? That's the question. Because there's no light or dark side options here, but should I just go yes? But should I rat him out? I think maybe we'll go a little bit here. It's like, hey, you got to watch this guy just in case. I think that might be the good choice here for our Jedi.
Otimus tried to bribe me to leave the elixir intact, but yes, I destroyed it.
Otimus wanted the elixir for himself, I suppose. You needn't tell me. I can guess. His encounter with the Flesh Raiders addled his mind. I will attend to him. In the meantime, thank you.
Right, there we go. Oh, and we get our dress. 28, so yeah, that's definitely over too. So, there we go. So I think that second option is more in line what Extra Life Louie would do here, because he's looking out for the entire village. So if that other guy could be a little bit of a danger to the rest of the village, then we got to make sure that Vidarius knew about that. Alright, so let's see what we get. Oh, wow. We've got to sell some stuff. So let's, first things first, let's see if there's anything we can use here. Gloves? This should be... Oh, wow, it's not. How about that? Alright, those are not an upgrade. This should be an upgrade. Yes, indeed. So let's go ahead and throw those on. And everything else is crafting material or extra stuff here. And that's... Oh, yes, that's the mount. Yes, I went through all the mail and I grabbed the mount by accident before we could use it. I thought you were watching movies. If you're going to watch something on the tablet, you got to turn the movies off and you got to clean up the living room a little bit. You got to pick up some of the toys you're not going to be playing with. Here we go, up here. This is where the merchants are. So I'm not big on this outfit here. This is a bit, you know, the classic MMO shoulder RPG shoulder pad style there. I never liked that tunic. I always, at least, well, really, for all my characters, I think I prefer, at least for the Jedi, I preferred the hood, the traditional. Well, now some people say we don't have traditional robes, but the hooded robe type for my Jedi. I don't know, Abs. I can't see right now. No, I can't. I'm in the middle of doing something. I can do it. Well, see, it's a little bit late to take a break now. And I already told Aaron that I was not going to be able to pick her up at 4:30 because then I'd have to run like a 20-minute video just to be able to run back and get her. So at this point, it's a little bit too late for that. So we'll get rid of that. Resolve stim. I don't think I've ever used. Maybe I did use stims a couple of times. I gotta get back in Flesh Raider territory to take on that boss at some point. All right, so we got that, and I didn't want to sell that. Hold on. Where is it? Let's buy that back, please. Thank you. I wanted to open it. Oh, me dopey. Yes. So, oh, great. Something else to take up more inventory space. There we go. All right. There's no skill trainer here. He's back at the temple. Yeah, we're pretty much all done here, so we gotta head back to the temple. So let's go ahead and do that. I think this is only 10 credits, so I'm okay with.
Mechanized travel is for official business.
So we're good with that. Save some time from running back. I might have to get the fleet sooner rather than later so I can offload some of this crafting stuff. So now I think we gotta go talk to our master here. First things first, I'm gonna see if there's any skills we can pick up. But I know there's been some talk on the SWTOR forums here. At least there was, well, I should say there was one thread I came across suggesting that we have some implement some vanilla servers, since that seems to be a popular option now. Yeah, our trainer's in here. With quite a few MMOs, is to set up a server that yeah, he's got some stuff that
You are wise to seek further enlightenment.
Oh, just that. Oh, okay, that came up earlier than I thought. All right, good. So we got another heal here. That will definitely help now. I might be able to, I think we gotta go back into Flesh Raider territory at some point. So I just gotta remember the boss is there. Good. There should be a self-cast too. Yeah. All right. There we go. But yeah, I would most certainly be interested in being able to get some vanilla SWTOR, getting a vanilla SWTOR environment back up and running. I mean, there have been some. I mean, there have been some improvements. I would prefer the server to be updated to at least 3.0, but nothing beyond that in terms of some of the mechanics and gameplay. Just again for the leveling curve. I mean, it's, you know. I know there's like World of Warcraft. I think has upped some of the XP. I know there's other MMOs that have upped the XP, but they've done it in such a way that they maintain the leveling curve of the game, and have also offered options to turn off XP gain altogether. Here, not so much, unfortunately. I want you to meditate on what you learn, such experiences or what shape is Jedi. We must discuss my... I will do so.
Yes, Master.
We should check that Rajavari's
because we're going to discuss anyway.
The holoprojector was stolen by a Twi'lek, Nelan Ralak. He'd learned force techniques from Rajavari's hologram. He was obviously unstable.
A villager? Very unusual. Then this Nelan is force sensitive. Let's see what he saw.
Yes, let's.
Activation protocol begins. A few words. Shall this be all my legacy? No. My enemies are long dead. It is time. Hear me. I have left true wisdom behind. For those who follow where the first blade points, from the sanctuary of the Order, all else is fleeting.
My word, true wisdom. Padawan, he's talking about the Fount of Rajivari.
Now I'm intrigued.
What is this Fount of Rajivari?
After Rajivari fell, sources claimed he created a great archive of his knowledge and teachings. The Fount of Rajivari. Generations of Jedi search for it, finding nothing. The Fount's considered a hoax by all reputable scholars, but we just heard proof.
So did Nayland.
Nayland Ralak saw this hologram, Master. More of Rajavari's knowledge could make him incredibly dangerous.
The hologram said, follow where the first blade points, from the sanctuary of the Order. Kaleth! The ruins at Kaleth. The name means sanctum. It's the remains of an ancient fortress. Evidence suggests Kaleth was destroyed in a great battle. Old droids still walk those ruins today. But this first blade is a puzzle.
Does Kaleth have an armory?
If it was once a fortress, it could refer to weapons that were stored in Kaleth.
We have found several old weapons in one section of Kaleth. Nothing like a first blade, but a good place to begin. I planned your training so carefully, but the Force has intervened. Finding the Fount of Rajivari and stopping Nayland must be a greater test.
Indeed. What does that mean?
Are you saying the Force is guiding me?
Sometimes the Force, not the Master, shapes a Padawan's trials. This seems to be such a time. You should know, Padawan. The Council tends to disapprove of such training, but I'll explain everything to them.
Of course the Council does.
Kaleth for this first blade. Call me on your holocommunicator at once if you have any success.
I shall, Master. And Pilgrims is complete. Oh, good. So we get another robe here. Without the shoulder pads, mind you. Thank goodness for that. Oh, and luck, yes, of course. That I knew the XP boost, which we shall forgo the use of here. So let's go ahead and flip that out real quick here. There we go. Hold on a second here. If I remember correctly, don't we have... because that's going to look a little odd, but there was... yeah, I don't need to unify colors. Yeah, that's an unlock. How much cartel coins does that? Wow, really? That's okay. We'll go with mismatched colors then. Yeah, some of those annoyances, Extra Life Mike, I was talking about there. In the grand scheme of things, not that vital, but still, it's like, come on, really? I mean, if it was for like 50 cartel coins, all right, I could see that, but come on now. 200 just for the one character, 700 for the account? No. All right, so what I want to do now, I'm going to run up and grab the. I know I didn't, because I wanted to wait and see if the NPC was there that offered the heroic quest first. Because usually, I'm trying to think when I originally started doing the heroic, I think it was around level 7. And so, where's the heroic at? I think the heroic is up in this area. The light side grows weaker. Oh, no. Where is it up here? I forget now. So this is all Flesh Raider territory here. I think it's... because this here is... It might be up here. So I usually... yeah, it was usually level 7 we got to there. So we are definitely ahead of the game by a lot. Kalikori Village is usually level 3. Or, I should say, it used to be level 3. Alright, so we've got the other mission from this fella.
Impressive go earlier.
Well, thank you.
We've upped the programming on these droids. Care to give it another shot?
Absolutely.
Get out there and show them what you're made of.
Alrighty. Let me check the old quest log here. So we've got Trials in Calaith, Combat Leadership, Master Silvarte. Okay, so I remember he's on the path. Alright. On the path towards the ruins of Calaith here. Where are you? Oh! Oh, you're invisible. Is that just the one? Okay. There we go.
Good work out there. We're going to have to get you a real challenge next time.
Yes, yes, you are. We shall accept that. Thank you. Oh, good. Alright. Alright, combat music. You can stop now. It's stuck. Oh, pardon me. Whew. Yep, here we go. Here's the other one.
I seem to be cursed. Why do I always get the pupils who think they're the exceptions to the rule?
Well, you know, Master Silvarte could be their training.
Acting a bit strangely, but I don't think there's cause for concern.
Wait, I have an idea. You, Padawan, I know you.
How do you know me?
I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met, Master.
Thank you, I stand corrected, youngster. I only know of you.
Master Silvarte is concerned about a couple of our Padawans. He suspects that they are, well...
If I am correct, they are following their passions down a dark path.
Tell me your need.
What would be involved?
In all other aspects, these two are model pupils, but I agree we would be remiss if we didn't do what we can to settle the issue.
They may be more open and revealing with a student like you. We need you to confront them.
Well, the lower half actually kind of matches the undergarment there. Alright, that works. Spying on other Padawans?
I'm basically to become a glorified snoop then.
You're helping the Order root out the seeds of darkness. There's no task more important.
Their names are Morrison and Spanios. As we speak, they are in the ruins of Lower Calaith.
Had to go with that option. So I always like that option.
And report back what you discover about the relationship. Try not to alert or alarm them. If they are in love, they are sure to be volatile.
Indeed, nothing like volatile love, eh? Padawan Fia. Hello, Fia.
You're Master Yuan's apprentice, right? I've heard how strong you are in the Force.
Why, thank you.
I'm Fia. Padawan Fia. Still have to get used to having a title. I've just started learning about the Force. I've got a long way to go before I'm as good as you.
You're a beginner?
You seem a little old to begin the training.
Until a few days ago, I didn't even know I could use the Force. I still can't believe I'm here. Just last week, I was crowing a garbage scow on Raxus Prime. Then this scary-looking Jedi shows up out of nowhere and says that he can sense the Force in me. What are the odds?
Scary looking?
Jedi aren't normally known for their intimidating appearance.
Keldor just looks so dangerous.
Really?
I'd never seen anything like him before. Not that I have a problem with aliens. Say, do you know Master Tython? He's the one who discovered me. I'm trying to get a message to him. Master Tython is studying a big mystery in Calaith's ruins. Something about ancient droids attacking people? If you're headed to the ruins, would you give him this holo recording from me? I'd be so grateful.
Consider it handled.
I can take care of that.
Terrific. I can see why everybody here is so impressed with you.
Yes, because I'm very good at running errands.
Master Tython has a small camp outside the ruins of Calaith. Thanks for doing this.
Oh yes, the three the pre-Princess Leia ones there, aren't they? A little off color there, Fia. That's okay. Our wonderful Carrie Fisher brings them into fashion 3,000 years from now. Oh, that's right. That's a shortcut up into the village up that way. Okay. Trying to remember all the little secrets around here. Oh yeah, you know what? There's 3 holocrons I gotta find. And one of them's up at the top of that waterfall. Flesh Raider, is there a bonus here? I don't think there's a bonus. We got Hero Worship. Yeah, not till we get to Tlin. Okay. I don't suppose there's any... Where is it? Oh, up here, yeah, because I think all this stuff has been unlocked automatically now. That's one thing I do miss a little bit. Although it's a lot more convenience to have everything unlocked as it is now. To have all these points unlocked beforehand. I do kind of miss the fact that, hey, I found a new area, and that was sort of the, hey, I get to unlock that. Let's see.
Stand by for examination and suggested products.
We'll sell that.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
So I am trying to refuse becoming a hoarder on this character. All right, so we got Dozon, and we got Jay Clint. Is it Dozon? It might be him. He might be the one that does the heroics. So let's take a look.
Suzaneko higa da noila.
I have something for you. You're ugly.
Someone asked me to deliver a message.
Watame chispa ki trita nimni tanuv. Kapola kupi de opra. Anquas nimna matasunri. Chobod I kafu anchawa. Chopting wampa la hagwa doi biska.
At least you weren't hurt.
You seem to have survived the encounter.
Mana natu pachunki. Oi grani tampio dume donkey. Cha kulka dumaji tahus hagwa upa. Crispa doe kanki kunke gupa. Do bataji moi atima.
That's amazing.
I'm more than impressed, actually.
Kurkadu choski nawe kuchuso yomata chi pompota.
Ki mada tanta chiruli ya? Noe ayuya tia chavopa. Tinka dwana che mai chuba. Achuna kwabo nuta dubita.
Probably because they're war droids. I don't know. Anyone been hurt?
What kind of damage can these droids do to people?
Ja koga huta pawada o bambaula. Ki fa guta yi oto India. Ji wom tahumpa mulira wata wompa. Ji wom tahumpa mulira wata wompa. Kyoto babu banda bakawanki. Ne umpi bedwana ni bobo chopa uma. Ne umpi bedwana ni bobo chopa uma. Twarawanki, wabdaya tugaloka.
Twarawanki.
Kili watabunki donko patoga loda.
Let me take care of that for you.
I'll get those samplings for you in no time, Master Tython.
Iliska chanaga bumpa komchinka. Wonka tuske uwana wa. Zuzaneko higa da noila. To chananga e ma chai.
Yunales kachananga wachi kospa ini kontinka.
Right, thank you. Hero worship done. So we get automatic light sight points for that too, and that was never the case either, as I recall.
Rest here, my friend. The air is cold and the mountain paths are treacherous. Words are unnecessary when the Force is with you.
Who are you?
What's a Jedi doing all the way out here?
My name is Dozan. I stand watch over Kaleth, and I walk the path surrounding its grounds. I meditate upon my failure, and I learn of our past. As a Padawan, I came to Kaleth. Here I touched temptation and the dark side. Having failed once, I now act through other Jedi. Many helped me find knowledge of ancient Tython.
I'd like to assist.
I might be able to help you with that.
I am humbled by your offer. Thank you. The task is difficult, but also calming. I look at Kaleth from afar, but never touch. By trusting others to walk where I cannot, I broaden my perspective. Lately, I've learned of a chamber hidden in Upper Kaleth.
Yeah, so it is
one
up here.
central to a Tythonian machine. I'd very much like to restore the chamber's power. The old scrolls describe it as a place of knowledge and speech. Beyond that, I don't know its function, but it should do harm to no one. Without energy, the chamber has slept for millennia. Yet there are droids in the ruins that still function, and you might use their power cells to fuel the machine.
If I can, I
It's a good
will.
suggestion. I'll do what I can.
Then go and tend this electric garden. Plant the droid seeds in the soil of the machine. Together, we'll bring the Tythonian secrets to light.
Heroic, too. Okay, so good. So we don't need to go to the terminal to pick those up. We can still do it the good old-fashioned way, which I prefer. Excellent. Right, so where are we at here time-wise? Okay, so I think Danner is on tonight. As a matter of fact, let's chat out our schedule. Like I said earlier, we do have an action-packed Monday now, which is very, very nice. So let's check out our schedule of who else we got on today. I think Danner's on. Yep, Danner should be on, and then we've got Wire Junkie at 9. Very nice indeed. Excellent. And I think Wire Junkie is our newest recruit to the stream team. So I should say too, again, if you are an Extra Life participant, again, there's more things you can do. If you got an artistic touch, you can enter the contest to design the logo T-shirt. I have not yet heard the contest announced yet, but when it is, if you are a participant, if you want to try your hand at designing the logo for this year's T-shirt, you can do that. If you are a streamer and you would like to do a little bit extra, play games, having fun too, and would like to join us here on the stream team, we'd love to have you on the stream team. There's the link to apply as well, or if you're not a streamer, you can also apply to become one of our chat moderators as well. Like I said, this is my second year, finishing my second year of being a member of the stream team. This is my 6th year. I've done 5 full years of being an Extra Life participant, and it's great fun to be able to do this, talk about Extra Life, and do what I can, not only to raise money for my hospital, but to do this here on the stream team, to talk about Extra Life and encourage other people to join the stream team, to sign up for Extra Life or volunteer whatever time they can for Extra Life. To help. At the end of the day, that's what we're doing. We're becoming we are real life heroes for kids, because what we do here helps these hospitals, help kids. They use them for research and development, treatment, all sorts of stuff. My hospital, the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, has been undergoing research to recreate a womb-like environment for premature babies. That way, these babies who are born premature, they no longer have to go into the NICU. But they can actually go into this environment that essentially recreates the mother's womb, and which of course helps them develop in a more normal manner than they would in the NICU or through any other means. So that's one of the things that my hospital is doing, and stuff like that really wouldn't be possible without this extra money that we raise here through Extra Life as gamers. Like I said, even $1 can make a difference. $5 can make a difference. On average, I've raised about $200 to $300 each year that I've done Extra Life. In fact, last year was my biggest year yet, where I raised just over $400. So, you know, in the grand scheme of things, when you say $11 million in the year that we raised last year, 400 doesn't sound like a lot. $10 doesn't sound like a lot, but at the end of the day, every single penny counts. All it takes is $1 to be able to buy a specialized baby bottle, or a specialized nipple for a baby bottle that allows a child with a mouth deformity to nurse. All that takes is $1 or $2. So, you know, never think that you, as a participant, that you cannot raise enough. Like I said, you should always donate to your own cause, to yourself, to your own hospital through your own participant page, because that'll see that other people, that'll show other people that you're serious about what you're doing. And it sort of helps get the ball rolling, because if people see that you've already got a donation, that means, hey, you know, I'll donate to you too. Or if they see that you're close to the goal that you set, the fundraising goal that you set, and, you know, it might encourage somebody to give you another $5 or $10 to help you get towards that goal or get over that goal. That's sort of what I tend to do when I do my fundraising. I start with a low goal, the basic goal of, like, you know, $200 or $250. I start with that because that's seems to be what I can normally achieve year in and year out. So I'll start with that goal. Then once I hit that goal, what I'll do, I'll just bump that goal up. I'll bump it up $25 or $50. That way, you know, what I have raised is still sort of, you know, close to whatever goal I make. Again, which, you know, it's psychologically, it works on people. Says, oh, he's almost there, so let me give him $10, that type of thing. It's sort of like that gas station thing, to where, you know, how gas stations price their gas at, you know, say it's $3.99 and 9/10. You know, so instead of, well, essentially amounts to, it's $4 for a gallon of gasoline. You know, psychologically, you look at that number and say, oh, it's only $3. So, you know, I kind of tend to work my fundraising goals the same way. I step them up. Once I get to a goal, you know, it helps encourage people, or psychologically gets people thinking, oh, well, let me help them out, you know. So all sorts of those little human psychological tricks you can use to raise some funds. But again, you know, hey, it's all for a good cause this way. So I don't feel bad about using those little tips and tricks or passing them on to all of you out there. But again, some of the other tips I would have, again, donate to yourself, get the ball rolling with that, customize your page. You know, if people go to your participant page and see that you've really personalized it, and let them know what you're doing, why you're doing it, the hospital you're supporting, you know, pictures you can put up there, that kind of stuff. Again, it gets more people inclined to want to donate something to your hospital. So, and again, with your fundraising, again, you know, it's so open to how you want to do it. You know, you can do it on National Game Day, which is, you know, the 24 or 25 hours every November 3rd and 4th, I think it is, again, this year, National Game Day. Or you can do it all 365 days a year. If you know, you can sign up on January 1st. You can fundraise all the way through December 31st, if that's how it works for you. And, you know, for myself and like I said, my Judgment Gaming team leader there, Battery H, we tend to fundraise every week, or at least stream every week in the name of Extra Life. Like, I stream on my own channel every Friday afternoon from about like 4 to 6 p.m. around that general time frame, Eastern time. You know, I play a game called Stronghold Kingdoms, which is a PvP RTS type game. So I stream that every Friday, and I figured, you know, I'll pick that day to stream for Extra Life every day, so I can talk about my own hospital, play some videos from my own hospital, and that kind of stuff. There's Danar. Danar's getting ready to come on here, so we'll end it here. We'll this actually is a good place to end it here for this week, and we'll pick things up right where we left off this week, because now we made now we've got the right profession here, the right discipline for our Extra Life Louie to go on become a super healer here, like we want to be here for Extra Life as gamers. So I'm going to turn it over to Danner. I'll say thank you for watching today, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the follows to the channel as well, everyone. Thanks for the chit chat. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun. I'll be back again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time, with some more Star Wars, The Old Republic. And again, of course, as always, like I said, you can also catch me on my own channel. I stream a lot of different type of stuff. Mostly MMOs. Okay, mostly MMOs and sort of sort of casual PvP type games. Like I said, although Stronghold Kingdoms really isn't all that casual sometimes. But yeah, check me out if you like me. Give me a like and a follow as well. It's much appreciated. But again, any subscriptions to this channel, any cheers done right here in chat on this channel, all go to Extra Life, all go to to help the kids. So thanks for those bits today, everyone. I am out. We'll bring Danar on in. Danar's got some more good stuff going on. And I'll see everybody next week. Thanks. Until next time, I'll see everybody in game. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Mouse, 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 mouse.